Speaking of Georgia players, let's move on. Let's move on to another Robinson from Georgia. Let's talk about Ellis Robinson the fourth. Ellis Robinson the fourth. Couple DBs in this cornerback room, kind of hightailed it out of there. It's really interesting. Some of those young guys. Now the secondary is still going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice. But Ellis Robinson is probably the highest rated cornerback recruit that they've ever recruited there. One of the higher rated cornerback recruits we've seen in the
All
last few
time.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unbelievable player. 2 year starter at IMG. I believe that he'll get pretty solid playing time from the start. But anyways, you're gonna hear about this guy for a while. He profiles well athletically. He's got the speed. He's got strength, talent. He did all of the combines, and he did all the practices and the All American game. He did it all. He's a stud. I'm sure you would agree because this was a guy that when we were talking about a list of guys that we wanted to come up with college football's next fighter, this was a guy that you brought up. So why did you bring up Ellis Robinson?
I mean, he's unbelievable. First of all, you mentioned those camps he went to, especially the Under Armour All American Bowl game. Those things are meant to expose corners. Those are wide receiver friendly events, right? And he went down and shut down elite wide receivers. Him and Cam Coleman went back at each other all week. All week, it was awesome to see. And Elias Robinson is no doubt in line to be one of the next stud corners of that Georgia's had in the last couple of years. You mentioned
Is
a
it
couple of young
pronounced
guys leaving.
Elias? Is it pronounced Elias or
I'm sorry, Ellis Robinson. That's my
okay?
apologies there. AJ
So sorry.
Harris and Nyland Green are off transferring. Those are former five-star guys. You have Kamari Lassiter off the NFL, who is a stud for Georgia as well. But hey, if you're telling me that you have a guy with the physical tools and the mental makeup of Ellis Robinson, who was a 2 year starter at IMG, who played legit competition and shut down everybody, right? He is Fran Brown recruited. Okay. He's developed by T Rob, Dante Williams, and Kirby Smart in tandem there. That is a recipe for elite prospect, elite future for Ellis Robinson. And yes, it's a crowded room. I get it. London, Julian Humphreys is really good. Dalen Everett, right? They got some younger guys. They've also recruited Daniel Harris as well. But hey, Ellis Robinson's legit. Okay. And he's going to push his way to playing time faster than you think. And there's a reason he's on this list because right? If you're a stud 5-star playing at Georgia, right, he's a freshman, you're going to get some lofty comparisons. And I don't want to say, right, I don't want to put unfair expectations on him. I don't want to say like Derek Stingley type impact, but like to me, if you want to talk about like just profile, right, makeup, coaching, like notice, right, to be in a program like Georgia, like, yeah, Ellis Robinson has it all to be considered a rising star in college football, even before he's taken a snap of college football.
Yeah, and I got his highlights pulled up here as well. Like one of these days, we're gonna have the production value to show you guys like highlights like this or whatever. And look, you shouldn't take everything from highlight reel, right? The reality is, just looking at like the way he plays, like a willingness to tackle, right? And that's a big deal. Good open field tackler, speed, 4.5 is I believe what he ran at an event earlier this year, which is I mean pretty solid for someone who's 17, 18 years old, if you ask me, with only room to improve there. 36-inch vertical. That's the kind of athletic profile that you kind of want coming out of high school, and the type of athletic profile that Georgia certainly benefits from. Can he fill out his frame a little bit more? Yeah, sure. But his athleticism, you saw, like he was in physical battles in those camps, and he won a lot of them. He won a lot of them. So I'm with you. This is a guy with huge upside, but also high upside of just playing early, getting on the field early and often.
Yeah, if you want to talk about like,
Oh, sorry about that.
sorry, if you want to talk about like ways to get on the field at Georgia early, it's to be a willing tackler in the secondary, and you have to be that if you want to play in Kirby Smart's defense. And Ellis Robinson, like you mentioned, certainly fits the bill. There's a reason why he's the only class of 2024 that we're talking about today because we feel that goodly about his upside and about his more so like future prospects in the short term.